Hi, I'm Jane Esselstyn.
I'm Anne.
And today we are going to cover 4 announcements, 1 thank you, and 10 questions from the Q&A list. You guys have great questions. And
you have great suggestions. We should have a suggestion time
we
because
should have just a
so great.
suggestion whole video.
Yeah.
Because lots of suggestions we find would be way tastier and maybe even easier than the ones that we're doing. So thank you. All right, so our first announcement, we have a list so we stay on track here. First announcement is, obviously, we have new t-shirts. And the reason we're saying this first is because there's 4 t-shirts. This Plants Only shirt comes in purple. It's actually called frosted purple, I think, or...
And dark blue.
No.
Isn't this dark blue?
Yeah, but it is, but it's called frosted navy. Oh. And we have 2 other ones to put on, so we'll be right back. We're back now.
I got the pink. No, you said it's frosted pink. No, frosted fuchsia.
Exactly. And this is obviously the red Enjoy Kale shirt. And these...
I got mine because it matches my headband.
Beautifully, I might add. And the reason we're showing these off is that on the website now, which is janeesselstyn.com, you can
link directly to it. Just it gets right to you in a second.
Yeah, things don't get lost in the mail like they used to. So the next announcement is about a really exciting opportunity we have coming up, and it's called Cook with Chibo. And
CHIBO.
Yeah, Cook with CHIBO. And it is, what's exciting about it, I don't want to get anything wrong, so I'm going to read some notes here. It's a new concept in culinary education. So what it is you sign up for this class, which this first one's taking place September 23rd. So you sign up, you go to Cook with Chibo, sign up, and they send you an ingredient list. So you go get your ingredients, and then we all meet in front of our computers in our own kitchens.
6:30?
At 6:30 p.m., and we cook together. So it's live cooking together. I can't call it a live cooking show because it's not a show. You're a part of it. We're in your kitchen. You're in our kitchen. We can even...
And you can answer, you raise your hand
exactly.
and ask questions. Sounds amazing.
You raise your hand virtually. So you actually can chime in with a question and we can all talk back and forth. Yes, so it's cooking in real time. We'll be in your kitchen. And this is the first whole food plant-based Cooking with Chibo opportunity with chefs that we get to host. And anyway, we'd love to see you in your own kitchen. So sign up if you're interested. Sign up. Cook with Chibo. Also want to announce that my annual event at the Cleveland Clinic Wellness Institute called Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease for Women this year has the exciting title of Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease and Cancer for Women. And we have the usual players right now around heart disease speaking, but
my husband.
Woo! And
Colin Campbell.
Well, my mom, you're speaking.
Oh.
But then with the cancer side of things, we're bringing in Colin Campbell, who you probably have heard of. And also, I'm really excited about bringing in Dr. Christy Funk. She's coming from California. And her research, her new book, which is called, pose with me, Breasts, the Owner's Manual, is a great book. And she's going to be speaking about that on March 7th. In Cleveland, Ohio. Hope to see you there. And also, since summer is ending right now, I want to invite you to camp. We had such a fun time at camp. We host a camp called Well Now Camp, and it's for plant-based women warriors. If you're a plant-based woman warrior, come
Jane and a friend named Jillian Gibson decided to do this.
Yeah, and it was so fun last year, and we're having it again. It's going to be June 4th through 7th.
And you won't believe how beautiful the Kenyon campus is, and to sort of get to know a college campus. And
get to know your other friends.
But mostly it's the people.
Yeah, so it's full of activity, it's full of vitality, it's full of just friendships, and of course, plant-based food for plant-based women warriors. And our next thing is our thank you. And we want to thank any and all of you who were part of our effort of the Esselstyn Family Foundation, which is a public charity whose mission is to prevent and reverse lifestyle-related diseases through the education of a plant-based diet. And we met our goal in August, and thank you all for helping out. And if you have any interest in learning more about it or contributing or supporting in any way, please go to the EsselstynFamilyFoundation.org. And okay, on with the good stuff, which is the Q&A.
So the first question was, name the vinegars you use and where you get them. And we have a wonderful source that we have used. It doesn't mean that but it makes a difference to get a good vinegar. When I have the right vinegar, my salad dressings are awesome. And Jane has a box of these fabulous vinegars from the Olive Tap that you can just see the crazy variety that there is.
And I wrote the Olive Tap, which is theolivetap.com. Hopefully Wade can see that with the camera. Just so you have, if you're looking for the website, that's what it is. And
I mean, this is white raspberry. And it's interesting because
chocolate cherry.
But you can see how dark some of them are. And this one happens to be blackberry ginger.
Dark chocolate. I don't know why I'm getting all the chocolate ones. Oh, this is the classic that we love. I love so much. It's the, I am trying to say it. I guess it's in Italian. Aceto balsamico di Modena.
That's their
the four leaf.
And this is an apricot that, I mean, anyway, you just can't go wrong. And I urge you all to go to the website. And I love these little things that pour nicely, so you don't get vinegar all down.
But there
the
are
bottom.
other places besides the Olive Tap. We use the Olive Tap, but there are places like the Olive Scene, I think it's called.
There's one in Cleveland, outside Cleveland, and then probably in all your cities you may find a place where they have vinegars you can taste, and also olive oils. But don't look at that. Just look at the different vinegars, and you'll love it. And then another question, and actually I throw this out to all of you too. Are there any ideas for good buns? And one of the ideas that one of you suggested, which I thought was crazy interesting, was to use baked potato skins for your bun. I haven't tried it, but it is kind of a cool idea.
Cool. You fill it with mustard
Ezekiel makes some buns.
I mean, I'm assuming you mean hot dog buns and hamburger buns.
But it's hard to find ones that are really 100% the ingredients you want to eat. But what I do a lot, what we do, is we use bread, like Ezekiel breads.
Should I get mine?
And you know, if you put the bread in a panini or somehow in a pan with a little lid on it and just heat it up so it gets some little, it really is nice and it works well. Where is that?
Ezekiel buns and Food for Life buns. Okay, next question. Where are we on your list here, Anne? Is it okay to use tofu with severe heart disease patients?
Just go light on lots of tofu because all soy products are 40% fat. So if you have true heart disease, then you don't need to have some kind of soy product morning, noon, and night. And that can be the tendency when people are moving off a meat-based diet to get tons and tons of tofu. A stir fry is just as good without chunks of tofu in it. The time when I like the tofu the most is for to use the silken tofu for a dessert. But if you do have bad heart disease, now Jane uses it a lot with her kids, and with kids it's great.
Okay, two things I want to say about soy. I hate when people say use. We eat products that have soy in them. We eat, and what we limit it to are basically soybeans, edamame, tempeh, which is, you can still see the shape of the soybean itself. It's just a little bit fermented. And tofu, which is more fermented or more, along the process of whatever. Somehow that green bean turns to this white tofu. And soy sauce. That's it. So I'm not talking about like soy Special K bars or nothing against Special K, but just like soy isolate protein, soy powder.
You just want to keep it
Just
as basic as can.
And
And
as
that's
minimal
the way.
process as possible. Although I know that tempeh and tofu and even soy sauce are
Another
processed.
question. Is it okay to eat pasta from lentils, chickpeas, etc.? That's fine. Just read the ingredients and whatever. I mean, reading the ingredients is the most important thing you can do. And any pasta is processed, whether it's made with whole wheat or lentils or chickpeas. So if it's more processed than eating the whole grain, eating the whole lentil. But it's fine. And you know, you're going to pay probably a little more money for some of those than you would for a basic whole wheat pasta or brown rice pasta.
Okay. How about substitutes?
What is a safe nonstick pan? And that's a good question.
Well, we get that a lot, and I never know the name of the pans we use, so I have it out.
Well, these are expensive, and we
Calphalon. Oh my gosh, the angle, the light. There you go. Calphalon. This is from Williams Sonoma, and this is. I mean, I don't mind paying a little more for a pan because this is my medicine. This is my weaponry. This is what keeps us in good health.
But let me tell you what I got for my birthday. I got from our daughter-in-law a birthday present of a green pan. And if any of you can find a green pan, they are like you blow on it and everything on it just falls right off.
It was so funny. I remember her saying that nothing sticks at all. She thinks she doesn't even have to clean it because it's so.
So a green pan is something, if you can find it. And I think it's at Williams Sonoma and some of those stores, and I'm sure you can get it on Amazon and maybe Target, probably.
Okay.
I loved this question. What are Josh and Wade's? Are they plant-based? And Josh and Wade
Wade are our videographers, and you jumped way ahead.
And I know, I'm jumping around. So I thought that was a cool question.
Of course, it's in their contract. They have to be plant-based. We would not have hired them otherwise.
So they're great.
Wait, so let's ask. Wade, are you plant-based?
Yes, I am.
And his girlfriend, too.
Well, we're working on that. And Josh and Emily, we know you guys are, too. So, yes.
So what is a potato bar? Jane is the master of the potato bar. Will you please describe it?
Yes, I'm jumping up with you here. Okay, the potato bar is just kind of like any a salad bar is. You know, you start with lettuce and you build up upon your lettuce and just beautiful salad. Potato bar is the same thing, and we start with any kind of potato. We've got all kinds of potatoes. You can have. I'm just grabbing them over here. I'm off camera for a second. I'll come right back. Here, we just have tons of sweet potatoes around. We've got little potatoes. I've even got, look, I've got big potatoes in the oven right now. These are Yukon Golds, just baking away. And so you take your potato as the foundation. And if you really want to have a healthy start, I would even put some greens before the potato. But so you have greens, potatoes.
And when she says greens, it could be just a big bowl of arugula, which is a really powerful green, or it could be some cooked kale or any greens cooked, or just spinach.
Yeah, whatever you prefer. Potato, and then usually I have some sort of bean to go in it, but not always. I mean, black beans just look really pretty with the sweet potatoes, or you can go pinto beans or chickpeas or kidney beans, whatever you like. And then after that, you usually have some sort of sauce, like a walnut sauce or cannellini bean sauce, or a romesco sauce, which you can make with the hazelnuts or with cannellini beans instead of the hazelnuts if you have heart disease. And then like a mango salsa, a corn salsa, a cranberry salsa, a red salsa, tomato salsa. If my kids are around, I'll do guacamole. Actually, I like to have just some sliced avocado even if they aren't around. And It's a cilantro
But
on top.
but it's a beautiful
It's
a beautiful display,
gorgeous.
and there's something there for everybody.
Yeah, so it's an easy to, it pleases everybody because it's sort of a build your own scene.
And the other thing that I wanted to have to show, possibly in relation sort of to the potato bar, but not really on the potato bar, is that a while ago I gave everybody in the family a French fry cutter, and they are
Industrial strength.
it's industrial strength, and it is so
right
much
here.
fun. And just this last weekend, we had all our grandchildren who are
Wait.
aged 5, 6, 10, and 12. And the 3 younger ones all were cutting using our potato cutter for French fries, and they made enough for 17 of us. And those kids had so much fun at the potato, doing the potatoes. So you just simply put a potato
in
right
here.
there, in there, and out it comes. And it's
I could do it with one
crazy.
of my potatoes. It's cooking right now.
So we,
See, here, let's try.
if you can find a,
They don't have to be cooked. This one's sort of cooked, but just for show and tell. Oh no, it's
it's a hot potato.
hot
But-
and it's squished. It's got to be raw. Glad I experimented with that.
So anyway, that's our sort of end of our potato bar. And the other question, are you ready for another question?
Yes, I'm just getting my hot smashed potato. That actually would have been delicious.
Oh, I will.
I know. Okay, we're on to the next. I know you will eat it.
I'm hungry.
Okay. What is your favorite salsa brand? Whatever salsa you like. I mean, some places serve a really fresh salsas that are obviously need to be refrigerated, and some other companies. I like the jarred salsa. I really like the Green Mountain Gringo.
I get the Green Mountain Gringo, but I always like the salsa when we go to Curito Burrito at the Cleveland Hopkins Airport. I love all their salsas, and they taste so good. But
That's
anyway,
so funny. We'll have to find
I
out.
can't jar those.
Okay, so where are we? Where are we?
We're done.
We are?
Yeah.
No. What? Oh, I guess we are. What type of lentils?
You know, one of the suggestions that I like that all of you had when Jane does her chickpea omelet, someone suggested putting turmeric in it. And I think that's such a good idea to put turmeric in almost anything you can. It's wonderful against an inflammation. And we should have done that.
And someone's asking here, I like this question, what kind of lentils do you use? Any kind. We choose, brown ones, green ones, red ones.
I use a
What peas?
lot of red ones because they melt quickly. Now, if you're making a salad, then you would like to use anything but the red. But,
Because they'd be
but,
mushy.
but the red, you just make...
But the question might also be about, I use them, we get cans sometimes, we get them in bags. You can get them even prepared and vacuum sealed at like Trader Joe's or other places. And they cook kind of like pasta. You don't have to cook a certain amount of water with it. You just like let them cook in the water and then drain the water off. All right. So
And why aren't the eggs vegan? Somebody asked that.
Well, they're from a chicken.
They're,
They're just
They're
a not
definitely-
living chicken.
they're definitely not vegan.
Yeah.
So with that, there are so many questions, and
Plants only, not eggs. Enjoy kale. All right. Hey, thanks for the announcement. Thank you, and Q&A session.
one last question that was interesting. Are there any salad dressings that are ready-made? And anytime I've ever tried ready-made salad dressings, they have a funny taste to me. So I like,
That's the best we can do.
and so many of my husband's patients are friends just like this on their, some kind of a really good balsamic vinegar on their salads. So I feel like figure it out.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.